Holy cow, guys. Look at this. This teepee structure. This wasn't here last time. I've been through here before. This structure wasn't in here. It's real woven in at the top. Look at this. Newly placed here. You know, the branches, a couple of them interweaved into it, kind of sideways, which is really, 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 really cool. I mean, it's a tall tale Sasquatch teepee structure. The way that it's all dirty, it's kind of woven in at the top. It's not real thick. And number two, why would somebody come clear out here to do something like that? There's a bend over there. There's a bend right next to it. There's a small X. I mean, look at this, guys. This is crazy, isn't it? There's more stuff that they do. There's a X right there. This is amazing. Wow, guys. Look at that. That's amazing. I don't really share too much on the social media sites anymore. People would rather see fake stuff than see actual real Sasquatch evidence. There's the road is way over there. And you'll probably hear the cars from here. But we're gonna go check out this other side. I've been back in here into this real deep dark forest before. It's pretty gnarly. Look at that old break. Real deep dark forest back here. And there was a structure that I filmed back here. It's crazy, like star structure. And it's half gone now. I would come back here and take all these logs away. This was a huge pile of crazy logs going on, like into a structure. And it's like half gone now. Where did the rest of them go? Look at this little tree right here. It didn't even come from here, guys. And this tree looks like it was toppled down onto it. Because that wasn't there either. That was both of those weren't laying on top of that. But there's some crazy Sasquatch manipulation going on back here. That's crazy though. That stack was that much higher, and it's gone now. There's a lot of these trees that's been pushed and moved and toppled in through this area right back here, and a lot of them they're elevated off the ground, and that's what Sasquatch do. They'll elevate all these trees off the ground. I mean, if you look at this whole thing is just elevated off the ground. It makes you wonder, like, what, why? It's getting dark on me. I'm trying to get back in here a little bit. Let me show you guys some stuff. And then it gets real thick back here. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled and look for some stuff here. There's kind of a lot of stuff going on back here. Look at the bend right here. Look at this bend right here. This is crazy. And there's this manipulation going on here. You got kind of a little axe, you got this bend that comes up, and it's woven in between these trees and comes through on this side and goes on the back side of that. Forced in. That's amazing. That's so juicy, guys. And I'm just trying to truck through here and see if we can find. I'm gonna do it fast though. Can you all see that tree that's elevated off the ground? It's laying in that small thicket of trees. probably see it better now. But there's this tree. There's a tree that's been laid up into this. And these two trees split into like an X. You see that X? That's typical what the Sasquatch will do. The whole tree is elevated off the ground right there. I think these guys in here are fairly small, to be honest. Fairly small guys. And this is quite a ways off the road. I mean, can I hear the cars still? Which is weird. Look at all this manipulation right here. This is a visual language, man. This is what they do. And this hasn't even been clear cut. Look, there's a trail, there's a game trail or something that leads up this way. Look, and there's another structure. I think this is a structure that I've filmed before. This is typical Sasquatch structures right here. This is what they do, guys. Check this out. Look at this little structure. It's like a little blind. I think it's some type of a blind because it's right off the trail, off that game trail. It's just right here. But look at this structure, guys. And they always got one log that comes way off. This is absolutely amazing, and it's so thick I can't see back in there. It's crazy to believe because I can't get enough of this kind of thing, because this is Sasquatch make these kind of things, you know what I mean? I mean, they put their hands on this, they design this. It's some kind of line or visual language that they're here, you know? And look at this. Look at this going on here. Look at this old umbrella. I think the last time I was here, that was standing up over the top of these rocks. There's little rocks right there that's been sat up in there. But you see all this stuff going on here? Just these trees lay down on the ground. It almost looks like it makes a language, you know, like a symbolism of some sort. It's just deep, dark forest back here, and gosh, you don't want to be out here at night. Have to duck down to kind of see through this stuff, you know. It's hard to say what come flying through these trees at you at night, you know what I mean? Outside of even a Sasquatch. Because I'm even a bit nervous to be out here right now. You know, it's like, what's out here? But, God, you can hear those cars. Those cars are like a mile off where I'm at right now. Deep into the woods. I don't know where to go because I can't really walk back in here. Anyways, guys. It's getting really dark and I need to start heading back to the car. I'm quite a ways from the car. This is just so thick back here. It's incredibly thick. I can't hardly walk back in this stuff. I don't know if there's anything back here with me right now, but the Sasquatch are here. So, I'm walking through an area that's opened up through this forest right here. And see, there's all this manipulation right here. But there's an area that opened up, and it looks like something's been traveling through here. I mean, there's more stick structure and manipulation going on right here. It's an X. But this has been pulled down to lay this onto it. And then that's been shoved perfectly up through those limbs, way up to the top there. And you got this cleared out area. It's like a seat, is what it looks like to me. That's pretty incredible if you ask me. And then you got this that opens up right here. This probably isn't a seat. I think I've just got Sasquatch vocals. I think I got that on camera. Hopefully my mic picked that up. Like a primate hooting or hollering or something is what kind of sound like. Wow, you guys hearing that? It's definitely some vocals. It's about that time of night. I start waking up and getting around. And then I get out here and it opens up. And then back here, it's incredibly thick back there. Sounds like I'm getting more vocals from that way now. Are they like communicating? Look at all these stones that up here. What's that? What's that for? And why? I think I'm getting some vocals, guys. Sounds like some vocals I'm hearing out here. Hearing some vocals in that direction, up into the woods. I'm in a very remote area, and then it's like sounds like vocals coming from that direction. I don't know. I hope you guys heard that. Wow. There was like a line or something. A drag mark? They just drag a stick through here or something? A log? The drag mark, it goes up that way. You see this drag mark right here, guys? Like a drag mark? And it goes... Can you see it? And it comes from where all that timber is right there. Like a drag mark. Were they dragging a small log through here? You can see how this is all kicked up. And it goes... Can you see it? That dark mark right there? It's a drag mark. And it goes right next to that tree. And continues past it. Huh. That's wild. What in the hell? So I come back to an area I've never been before, and there's a river that comes out of a couple of lakes up here. But this stuff is incredibly thick. It was ravaged by the fire that we had over a year ago. This is a good spot for Sasquatch, but we're going to walk back here and see if we find any evidence. Hopefully we find some evidence back here. There's a lot of moose and bear. Really thick and green. It's usually not this green because it's so dry. I should have put mosquito spray on because the mosquitoes are nasty back in here. So we're going to follow this trail. It's way back in here, man. Way back in the middle of nowhere back here. And this fire, look at the trees. The fire we had a while back, it came through here and just ravaged everything. And that fire came from the other side of the Rocky Mountains over there. It came miles and miles up onto this side. And it really sucks, but I'm just going to walk back in here a little ways and see what kind of evidence we can find. Hopefully we can find some kind of good evidence, because regardless if this is burnt like it is, the Sasquatch don't care, man. They come back into the area, and it's been a while since this got burnt down. I didn't know that the fire came this far back in, come up this close and burned everything down. So we're gonna stroll back in here and see. Maybe we can find some old structures that are burnt, you know. but it's just everything's burnt from that bad fire. We're gonna look. My spot up on Twin Sisters. Remember all those past videos? All those structures. Well, they went in there and clear cut, made big piles and clear cut everything, and all those structures are gone. So the only evidence of those structures being in that area are, there's a fucking moose right there. Oh my god, I didn't see him. Holy shit. I didn't see that moose. Oh my god, he was right next to me. I'm bullshitting away and I didn't see it. Scared the shit out of me. These guys right here will attack you more than a damn bear ever will. Yeah, I didn't see this moose, but there's a moose right here, and it's kind of ballsy even getting as close as I am. But I'm walking the trail right here, and just goes to show you, shit's sitting there, and you don't even know it. He's just sitting there chilling and eating, and I didn't even see him there. But I don't really want to get, you know, between me and the car with this guy right here, because they do get really aggressive. We're probably going to go check out another area. I don't want to press my luck on that. I can't believe that shit. That scared the shit out of me. First in the back of my mind, I thought it was a bear, and then it clicked. It was a moose. And I don't want him to be between me and the car. And he's right off the trail. And I was standing right up there on that trail. And I just happened to look to my left, and this guy's standing 13 foot away, maybe 15 foot away, something like that. And I was like, oh my god, a moose. Oh, anyways, we're gonna go hit another spot. I'm gonna come back this spot a different day. I don't want to push my luck with those guys. I've had a lot of bad experiences with those moose, and oh, I just knew I was going to run into something, whether it be a Sasquatch or a bear or something. I just happened to look to my left, and did you see how defensive I was about it, though? Because those moose are not nice, man. They're not nice. And the fact that he was right next to me, I kind of jumped and kind of headed back to the east of him a little bit, because I didn't want him to, I didn't know if I was going to startle him or how that was going to work. So it startled me, and I prepared myself in position real quick. Sorry, I cussed too. I was like, there's an effing moose. Oh Lord, that scared the shit out of me. Oh man. Like, there's a game cam right there. What does it say? This is not a camera. This is a trail use information, visitor usage. Oh, that's not even a trail cam. They monitor how many people walk back here. They monitor everything around here. Anyways, guys, let's go check out another area. So it's getting dark on me, but I found another little trail here. A lot of horses use it. I'm going to come back in here. I've never been to this area, so you're exploring new areas with me, seeing if we can find some evidence, some Sasquatch evidence, maybe some structures, footprints, whatever. But there's a big campground, huge campground just down in there. And it's 100 people or more in there. So many people. But this area is good for Sasquatch. But it does me no good if I can't find any evidence, footprints, whatever. So we're gonna look back here. I'm not seeing any structure evidence yet. No evidence at all. That doesn't mean they're not back here. They are definitely back here. I've had a lot of reports from people in that campground reporting some extreme high strangeness back here, but we're going to try to look around a little bit. It's starting to get dark on me, so I'm trying to make my move and see what we can find real quick. Kind of rush it and see if I can find any evidence. But I think they come this area. They came in and did clear cut years ago. See all this? This is where they came in, and if there was any Sasquatch structures here, they've been taken out. They've been cut down and taken out because they got all these rings, these big black rings, and that's where they come in and cleared it out years and years ago. And it sucks because I'm trying to find evidence of these guys when I come in here and clear areas out like this. And it sucks because I can't see. There's more these black rings where they came in and clear cut and burnt the wood. We're just gonna mosey around in here. I think I see something, a structure, so we'll check it out. There's a lot of manipulation on the ground too. A lot of the ground has been manipulated. Elk, deer, moose. I hope I don't run into another moose like I did. I walked right up on him. That scared the dog shit out of me. Usually, you know, if that was an elk or something, it would have startled me, but not scared me like that, because moose are incredibly unpredictable, and they will come after you with no notice of doing so. So this is cool. Looks like an X structure going on here. This is also something that they do, and they usually pick rocks and they pile stuff like this right over the top of the rocks, and this is some significant behind some of the rocks why they do that, and who knows why, but they'll come and either place them here, or there'll be a tree here anyway, and then they'll take and push them over like this, because how does that just naturally happen by itself, you know what I mean? Oh man, there's so much forest back there, guys. There's so much stuff going on back there. I don't really see any more structures. I mean, I'm kind of short for daylight. I think I'm going to cut across. I'm going to go back that way on the other side of the trail and go look on that side, see what kind of stuff I can find. So we'll go check that out. More of these rings that came in, clear cut, burnt. So I'm sure there was a lot of structures here at one time, but they came in, took them out. There's pretty flowers here, huh? What's up, guys? I'm kind of in an area that I'm kind of confused to even be in. I don't know. I was told it was Forest Service property back in here, but then on the other hand, I'm told, you know, I see a couple of signs back over this way saying it's private property, and I'm trying to figure out where I can go, or if it just says private property because they don't want any tourists in here, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to, I don't know, I gotta figure it out and see where I can and can't go back here. because this is really good Sasquatch country back in here, and this is an area I haven't investigated before, being because I thought it was private property, but it's not back here. But there's different signs and stuff going back over this way, and I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if I could get in touch with somebody. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people won't allow me to go in some places to go investigate Sasquatch. It's almost like they keep it hush hush, you know what I mean? Like they keep it real secretive and quiet. They don't want you, you know what I mean? Which, in a way, I can understand, but this is what I do, you know. I investigate these guys and research them and figure things out about them. And there's an X right there. This is super desolate out back here. I'm a bit nervous to be back here. There's some kind of disturbance in the ground right there. But here's an X. You know, top part's on that side of the tree, bottom part's on this side of the tree. And look, it made another X up on top. Again, that side's doing the same thing. Top part's on that side, bottom part's on this side. And you got a really awesome break right there. Look at that break. Fresh break. And I don't know, I don't think something fell on that per se. You can hear people on that highway back over there. The highway way over there on the other side. I don't know how far back in here I want to go right now. I'm not real prepared. Look, I'm looking back here. This is kind of a last minute kind of thing. It is really thick back here. I just want to investigate, see if I start seeing some structures like I just seen an X, then I know what's up, you know. Look at how this tree's been split into that. Look at how that's been split and sat up in there with another tree coming across this way. I'm not completely prepared to be out here, but I have to come and look. Come back here a little bit and look. There's that break I was telling you about right there. Gosh, man, I'm really sore. I've been hitting the gym. I've been struggling with alcohol. Again, I need to get away from it. It makes me feel horrible. Last night I drank again, and I'm just... thought I heard something. Sorry, guys. Look at that. That break. Way up top. Right there. That break's really high. It's over 10 feet, and you got some more manipulation right here. Looks like something's manipulated this area pretty good right here. All of these trees and sticks and stuff just been kind of laid out all weird. I have this picture too of this I think a cloaked Sasquatch. Others are telling me that it's not a cloaked Sasquatch, that it's something else. And it's a really good picture of something cloaked. There's an obvious face. I think it's one of the best pictures caught, taken of something kind of cloaked like that. Some people are saying they think it's an alien or something like that, which is scary. I was 15 foot away from it. It's getting so thick back here I can't see. But they think it's an alien or something, Just let me know if you see something, because these Sasquatch, man, they'd be right upon you and you wouldn't even know it, you know what I mean? I've got my 10mm in my pocket. It's weighing me down. There are a few small structures. There's this huge clearing out here too. Big, huge cleared area back here. I'm trying to reach it. I think it comes around this way. Big cleared out area where they logged it years ago, I guess. And then it cuts back into the forest again. Oh, trying not to bust my ass. Just trying to get back here. See, I hope I'm not boring you guys too much. I've been on the verge lately of hanging up Project Sasquatch, but I'm trying to stay in there. I really haven't made any videos. There's that cleared area up here. I think Sasquatch, they like these cleared areas like this too. Sitting here holding this camera, it feels like it's 900 pounds. I'm so sore. But this is that cleared out area where they logged it down, and supposedly there's a fire cabin way down over this way, but it says private property. But I'm real confused by that, because I'm being told it's a Forest Service area, and that's a fire tower. I'm kind of confused by that. If I can get a couple of zooms going on back in there. It's so hard to hold this when it's zoomed in. Looking for anything watching me. I need people to keep their eyes peeled, because these areas back in here, this area especially, it's incredible for Sasquatch back in here. There's a lot of Sasquatch. Something's been stepping here, just like I just did, and walking back up in here. This big, huge, cleared out area. Kind of scan the tree line. They like to sit at the edge of these tree lines and look out. Or scan it, see if there's anything staring at us. maybe not. Who knows? Could be something there. There's all kinds of stuff over there for them to sit and, watch anything game. You wouldn't even know they were there. I did a podcast the other night too, From the Shadows podcast. That was cool. That was cool. He really enjoyed having me on, and I enjoyed being on. We're gonna I'd be curious to come up here with a thermal. I'm trying to get a thermal imager, thermal camera, and I need one bad to come out here and see what I can find, see what I can get, what kind of evidence I can catch. There's a nice little game trail coming right through here. There's something black back there. If I can find it here. Let's see. It's hard to see on my monitor exactly where it's at. I think that's it right there. That might be a tree or something, actually. Or something sitting there watching me. I don't know. I think it's just a stump sitting there. This cleared out area goes way back to the edge of those trees back there. I would like to get back there and look. There's a really fresh game trail right here. Sasquatch like to use those. So I'm going to head back down, see what I can find on my way back down. See, there's some leaners. There's about 3 of them leaning up right here, if you look. Sorry, I've zoomed in again. There's 3 of them that were obviously placed into position. And see this is where they meet at the top. There's a broken branch stuck up right there. This is typical stuff that they'll do. There's a nice teepee type structure of leaners. This is something that they do, guys. So it's a language, it's a visual language. So they're in here. I found a couple of X's coming up in here. I didn't go up in here too far. Pretty cool when you find any kind of structures at all, stuff like this. This is super obvious right here. This is what they do. And people ask that question, what makes you think a Sasquatch did it? Well, first of all, you kind of need hands to construct things like this. And usually whenever you find these type of structures, you're going to find Sasquatch. Also, you'll find their impressions and footprints around these areas, and you'll see the Sasquatch themselves in the areas of these structures. So the only logical explanation being a humanistic animal, they would do things like this as a visual language. A lot of apes and chimps and stuff like that. Apparently, I think they make little structures for their own kind or others or something. They even wood knock and stuff like that. So it's. I don't think Sasquatch is an ape per se. And look at this X right here. There's another juicy X right here, guys. I walked right past this too. How did I not see that? I'm not feeling 100% today, guys. That drinking's got me down, man. A nice juicy X right there. That road is right down there, and it continues back over that way. And I'm trying to figure out if I can go on that or not. Anyways.